So there are some coins out there where they may never reach back to its all-time highs of this cycle. And investors are going to be holding these coins, crossing their fingers to make their money back, maybe going into the following cycle, hoping that they'll make their money back at least a few years from now. But unfortunately, the reality is some coins just won't do it. Because if we take a look at this chart right here, this is the chart for Polkadot. Last cycle, this thing was sitting at $55. This thing crashed all the way. Some people's definitely buying the dip, right? And look at where this coin is sitting at right now. This coin is currently sitting at $3.88. The top of this cycle, this coin was sitting at $11.61. So Polkadot never went anywhere near its all-time high of $55. And I strongly believe that there are coins out there in some of your portfolios that's probably going to do something similar. But I'm going to be talking about some coins that I believe is not going to pull a Polkadot, and I'm going to see some pretty nice returns on my investment this cycle, and maybe even next cycle if I decide to hold them that long. We'll see, right? But these coins I am not worried about whatsoever. These are coins that don't scare me and probably shouldn't scare you as well. But nothing in this video is financial advice. At the end of the day, I can always be wrong or lying, so make sure you guys do your own research. Now, before I get into those coins though, for anyone looking for a great crypto exchange, make sure you check out my link to BTCC. You get 10% bonus on first-time deposits, extra bonuses up to $10,000, no VPN, no KYC. The link is going to be in my description down below. Now, if we take a look at the overall market, what we're noticing is majority of these coins are still red. We're still bleeding. You know, take a look at the day, red, week, red, month, red, year, red, market cap and date. Just everything is red. Actually, the hour is green. It's kind of funny, right? But check this out. The fear and greed index is moving up. Everything is still going down, but the fear and greed index is slowly moving up. We're still in fear, but it's at 45. Just yesterday, we're sitting at 34, and last week, we're sitting at 25. So the fear and greed index is slowly but surely moving its way back up. And like I've told you guys, eventually this thing is going to flip to greed. Everyone's going to be buying up all of these coins. And if you haven't bought a single dip yet, you're just going to be missing out on some opportunities. Again, I'm fully aware that not all of you have any money left because you've just been buying up the dips. You've done your part. So at this point, you can only sit back and let the market do its thing until you come across more money. If you want to spend that money back into the crypto space, it's up to you. But let's get into the coins that I'm going to be talking about. Now, none of these coins is going to be in the top 10 on CoinMarketCap because these are just pretty obvious. These are well-established coins: Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, BNB, Solana, Cardano, even Dogecoin. Oh, Tron is back into the top 10. Funny enough, oh no, Pi is still ways until it reaches the top 10, but I wouldn't be surprised if Pi enters the top 10. I don't know what's happening with this coin, but it's holding up its gains quite nicely, so we'll see what happens. Something tells me that once this bull run picks back up, Pi could continue to explode. Now, I'm not telling anyone to go out and buy Pi. I'm just talking, all right? But yes, the top 10 coins is going to be fine. I do think that there is some money left to be made on the table. There's money to be made on Solana still. Definitely Cardano. Cardano hasn't reached its all-time highs of $3 yet, sitting at 70 cents. This thing is going to make people some pretty nice returns. I mean, the market cap is only 25 billion, even though some people consider that to be really, really high. But the first coin here that I'm going to be talking about that doesn't scare me whatsoever, I'm going to hold, and if I see a price that I like, I am 1000% going to strike, and it is SWI. SWI is currently sitting at $2.16. It's a market cap of 6.8 billion. Some people might look at that market cap as just way too high, but like I've said to you guys, you've gotten into cheaper market caps before, and how has that played out? Because SWI is down, what, maybe like from its all-time highs, just over 50%, but a lot of the riskier assets, they are down way more than a 50%. So again, sometimes you got to ask yourself, is it worth getting into the riskier assets right now, or should I look for assets that is solid and can make me that 5 to 10x, and then eventually rotate that money back in towards riskier assets. So it all depends on your trading strategy, right? You have to have a plan. If you don't have a plan, then you're just not going to make it. But SWI is one of those coins that I got in early, and I'm looking to actually buy the dip on SWI. Now, I first got into this one, maybe 80 something cents, right? I am looking to see if SWI can touch maybe 150 or so. Let's actually take a look at this chart. This thing has been going down for an extended period of time, and these prices are getting way too cheap, right? Way too cheap. And at one point, people's just going to stop ignoring this and just buy up the dips. Now, how low do I think SWI can fall? Let's see, where did it bounce? It bounced at $1.95. I do think that there is a scenario where we come down to about $1.72. I think that is on the table for SWI, and if I see $1.72, that's what I'm actually going to buy the dip. I'm the type of person that don't necessarily like dollar cost averaging up, but I'm also the type of investor that takes profits on the way up, so I can average up, so to speak, on something like SWI because I had been taking profits along the way, right? So if I see SWI at $1.72, I am going to be buying up the dips. SWI is one that I am not worried about. People think this is the next Solana, and it doesn't even need to reach the price of Solana for this to make people some pretty nice returns. It just has to get even anywhere near, because last cycle people were saying Solana is going to flip Ethereum, and that never happened. That never happened this cycle as well. But I think Solana is going to do fantastic things. SWI is going to do fantastic things. It's going to enter the top 10 on CoinMarketCap. And there's a lot of big money paying attention to SWI, so we cannot ignore that one right there. The next one that don't scare me whatsoever, and I am looking to really load the boat on this one, and that is going to be Ondo. For me, Ondo is just a obvious play. The price is sitting at 82 cents, sitting at a $2.6 billion market cap. If I get the chance to get Ondo at $1 billion market cap, I'm going to laugh while I am loading the boat on Ondo. It's an RWA play. BlackRock likes RWA. We know that RWA is here, and it's going to be massive, most likely sometime this year. And even if it doesn't explode this year, maybe early next year. Regardless, I have the patience. I have time. There's no rush for me to make my money right now. So I'm going to hold the Ondo bags that I have right now. And if I see a price that I like, I am going to scoop this thing up. I've said this many times on my channel. Scared money don't make money. Now, I noticed that Ondo back in September was sitting at 56 cents, right? Even at the beginning of November, Ondo was sitting in the 50-cent area. If I get Ondo in the 50-cent area, that is probably the biggest gift that the market could ever bless me with. If I'm as funny as that sounds, I honestly believe that. So I am looking to see if I can scoop up Ondo in the 50-cent area, because that's where I would be loading the boat. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm not telling you guys to follow me. You guys should do whatever makes you comfortable. But I am going to be loading the boat on Ondo around 50 something cents, because I know what is coming. I pay attention to the space, and RWA hasn't even exploded yet. We see certain coins like Mantra that felt like it was just going to continue to run. It's pulled back a little bit, but not really in the grand scheme of things. This thing is up massively, right? I think it's up still like, I don't know, thousands of percentage on the year, right? Now, the next one here that I am looking to load up the boat is on Kaspa. And this one cannot be ignored in my personal opinion. Some people always ask me, why do you talk about Kaspa so much? And I talk about Kaspa because not only is it a solid project, but it's got big things coming for it this year. I keep telling you guys, it's not only about the project itself, because you can do your research and be like, oh, this is a cool project. Eventually people's going to catch on, but you also have to think about, why would people pour the money into this project? What sort of catalyst can happen to make people say, hey, you know what? This is probably going to run because of such, such, and such. You got to ask yourself that question. And Kaspa is going to most likely run this year because of the bullishness that's coming. If you've been, a Kaspa investor, you already know that 10 BPS mainnet, and then you got smart contracts, potential Binance, and then, CoinMarketCap just listed as one of the coins made in the US. So if it does get a strategic reserve, because after Kaspa gets fully developed, like, you just never know. I'm just playing out possible scenarios in my head. What could make people want to buy Kaspa? And this is why I have to talk about Kaspa, and I keep talking about Kaspa. It's one of those coins that I'm super bullish on. Same with Sweep and same with Ondo. I don't understand how people cannot be bullish on those coins. It just, to me, it just doesn't make any sense. If you're not holding any RWA coin in your portfolio, if you're not holding any coin with Catalyst, if you're not holding any coin where, people are talking very highly about it and saying, hey, this could be a potential Solana killer, then you're probably playing the crypto space a little bit wrong. Some people go for the tech only. And if we're trying to be like serious crypto mercenaries, we have to go for coins where we know it's got a super solid community, and the likelihood of it skyrocketing is because the community just doesn't want to hold. And this is just what the crypto space is all about. Once you've been in the space long enough, you already know this, right? So this is why I'm talking about these particular coins. A lot of hype, a lot of this community is massive in these coins. We got some big players invested in a couple of these coins. And I believe that the crypto market, because it's being more widely adopted, is going to somewhat act like the stock market in a way, with the big players coming in, and people is going to be following the big money. So you can't ignore Sweet, you can't ignore Ondo, and you can't ignore the catalyst that's coming for Kaspa, as well as it being a solid project. But these are the coins that I have today. These are the coins that I am not worried about. These coins don't scare me. The market on a whole don't scare me, if I'm being completely honest. And that's because I've been around for a long period of time. Like, I know what to expect. But that's all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Check out a few of the links that I have down below. And until next time, take care.